Another new listing here at 2812 Broken Woods Drive in Coralville. Let's do a full tour. All right, we have a 2006 built home with 2,245 square feet above ground, with another 938 square feet below ground, for a total of 3,183 square feet. We have just a pretty fantastic neighborhood with established trees. There's a trailhead right here. That's it. Super close. Well-maintained homes. This is in Glen Oaks, which is quite popular in this area. Basketball hoop, 3-car garage. Landscaping's been refreshed. We've got some blooming flowers here. Ground cover, I have some of those at my house too. All right, and then we've got a really cute front porch here. And I want to point out some additional, I guess before we head in, just real quick, additional pendants and crown that they put above these windows to make a newer home feel like it has some architectural heritage and reference, and frankly, visual interest, because there's plenty of new construction that doesn't offer that. We have this kind of 3-panel, almost craftsman style door here with this pretty glass inside. Really striking 2-story entry here. This always makes me think of prom photos or something. So, which is a perfect spot for it. We've got a coat closet here in from the main entry, half bath here. This here was used as kind of a music room, but there's plenty of people that are using these areas as home offices or as kids' play areas, or just a seating room. Like I said, this one was used as a music room, but kitchen is right there. And then same on this side, heading into the dining area. So let's head on here. Access to the garage right here. And I'll head out there in a minute, but we have really large kitchen with tons of upper cabinets here. Peninsula with seating comfortably for 4, if you round the corner, 5. Set up currently for staging purposes with 3, but we have this really striking set of built-ins that flank the fireplace here that has these custom and really classic architectural design with the dentals here. And then, of course, this kind of crown effect for the mantle. This stonework you see in multiple areas of the house, which has some continuity of design. So we have this stone here, but if you look back here onto, first of all, just the linear sight lines here are pretty fantastic. But this stonework also shows up in these columns, as you can see there. Really large living area and a park-like backyard. I say in the listing that I think this really feels like an acreage in just on the outside of town, even though you're right in the heart of town. When we get out there, you're going to see that it is a challenge to find a neighbor whose outdoor entertaining space interferes with your privacy here on this property. So, gas fireplace, really tall ceilings. I always like to point out, I am 6'3.5", and just reaching up here, I cannot touch the ceilings. So we've got, I'm gonna say around 9 feet on the ceilings here, obviously much higher in the 2-story entry area. We have in the kitchen, in addition to these black granite countertops here, we have stainless steel appliances, and then this pantry space here that does have pullouts for convenience of access and things. And then we have the water dispenser and ice dispenser right here on the outside of the stainless refrigerator, which is French door refrigerator, bottom freezer, of course, and then electric cooktop over here. And then we have glass tile backsplash. But I want to point out we have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 uppers, not even including these ones that are up pretty high and not quite as accessible, plus this pantry space here. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 drawers, plus all the lower cabinets. And then we have a corner sink here, undermount stainless steel sink. This lower divider, so if you want to treat the sink as all one, you can, since there's many that have a preference for just one open sink. This still gives you the ability to do that with pots and pans that are large, and treat it as one sink. And then views out over the backyard, this whole wooded area here, this is your whole view. Like, not a neighbor right there that you can see, as you can see. You can see them out here, so we'll go ahead, round out the tour by coming out to the, there we go. Here, do you hear that? So I've got one of these shades down, so you can just see the privacy that provides, the, blocking of the sun here. Probably a better example, we can do that right in real time and show you that these custom shades, look at how much of a difference that makes. But let's get them open so we can see into the yard. So there is a house here, but you can see that their outdoor space where they do their entertaining is on the opposite there, and you've got vegetation separating. No house here. And then let's head out and look at the deck. This is that living area with the fireplace and built-in bookshelves and things right here through this window. And then we've got a tree here that provides great privacy, and the other evergreen trees that provide privacy from the neighbor's deck and their entertaining space all year. But look at this yard. I challenge you to find someone's outdoor space that you can even see from here that would mean any kind of infringement on the privacy for this particular house. It's just not there. So I will walk down here so I can show you. Coming down into the yard, even when you look over at this area here, those neighbors you can't really see either. And then look at all of this space. And you can't, again, their entertainment space is on their back corner on that side. So this house, I would say, offers some pretty unparalleled privacy for being right in the heart of a neighborhood. Screened-in porch is something I love. I should point out the roof has just been replaced, as in this month, May of 2026. So there we have it. Isn't that great? Love it. And then heading back in here, we'll head upstairs next. Actually, that's not true. I got to show you the half bath here and the garage. So let's do this. Half bath here with a pedestal sink, and then shelf up here above the stool, and then heading out to the garage. There's an epoxied floor. Let me just go ahead and open these doors here. Kind of show you some more. Really clean epoxy floors. We have these built-in storage systems here that are for hooks and whatnot for storage of rakes and shovels and garden hoses and ladders and all that sort of thing. Those, of course, do remain, but then this has been set up in the past. There's cable right here, obviously outlet for a television, which was mounted up there before, and there's this kind of buffet right here, so anybody who has a game day, likes to have game day parties or graduation party or whatever you might have in here, you certainly are able to do so with what we have. Got a beverage fridge too, and a riding lawnmower. That could be, those two things are available for anybody that might want them purchasing the house. This is in a pretty fast selling area, so don't anticipate this being on the market long. Heading upstairs, this is a 4-bedroom house, and there are 3.5 bathrooms. And we're gonna get to all of them here, but we got this secondary bedroom, the primary bedroom there with double doors, hall bath, laundry on the second floor, which is pretty fantastic. Bedroom number 3 and bedroom number 4. So let's start here. Really large bedrooms. So Even the smallest bedroom in this house is a good size, but the other three are quite large. This could easily fit a California King style bed and still have room for generous nightstands. Here we have linen storage, 5 shelves there. This is the smallest of the 4 bedrooms, overlooks the backyard. Good sized double closet. This could also make a fantastic office. And then here's the laundry, utility sink, high efficiency washer and dryer, 4 cabinets on the uppers here. This again overlooks the backyard. And here's the view looking back out down the staircase. Again, here's the step right up for your prom picture moment. So then heading over here, we have double sinks and then one huge mirror, double lights there for each side of the vanity. And then we have a fiberglass shower surround here and contoured for all of the accommodation for your shower products and whatnot. And then heading in, this bedroom is also huge. So this is kind of similar to the one I showed you in the very first bedroom I went into. Really similar. Again, you could have a king size bed in here. This one actually faces the front of the house, and this gable that we're looking at here actually overlooks the garage side of the house. So right there. Then, last remaining treat here is this super generously sized, really accommodating primary suite here that you could easily fit, again, a California King style bed here with large nightstands, still be good on room, and you're still gonna have it feel like there was quite a bit of furniture in here at one time, and it still feels huge because you have this tray ceiling that brings the ceiling height up like another 1.5 to 2 feet, something like that. And then here we've got where you can plug in a wall television there. That's all been painted over nicely, so it's ready for someone else to do what they'd like to do, and they don't have to hang it on the wall if they don't want to. Double doors there. Look at this huge walk-in closet. So coming just around the corner, first of all, I should point out too, rounded edges here on the drywall, which are more durable. These have metal plating behind them that make them super durable. And instead of that corner that tends to get dinged up, you have a softer edge that is a little more forgiving. Arched doorway, again, walk-in closet this way. And then we have another linen closet here, toiletries and the accommodation of anything that you need for your primary bath. And then again, with the double sinks, double light fixtures, one large mirror, plenty of storage in the vanity. I do love a separate water closet, okay? Just close the door. Great for privacy while still allowing the utilization of the bathroom for anybody else that needs it. But love that feature. Then in here, through another arched doorway, we have this just whole bathing room, I'm gonna call it, because we have this shower here with the opaque glass, so not totally transparent, but lets the light in, but gives some degree of privacy. There is this really large jetted tub with a contoured back here to be able to recline some and be comfortable in the bath. We have these windows up above the bath, which do add, I think, some character and charm to the space. And more importantly, I suppose, it lets in some light without sacrificing the privacy that you clearly need in a bathing space. Arched doorway again, another arched doorway. There's some, and this tray ceiling. There's just some extras in this house, I think, that give it more of an elevated boost. The house has been freshly painted nearly throughout here recently. So just a lot of love has been poured into the house over time, and certainly a bunch here recently, just to make sure everything looks good. And heading downstairs, this is like an entertainer's dream. This house in general is really meant for entertaining. We have this pool table space down here. Pool table is going to remain with the house. And then we have this really generous bar area, again with the continuity of design with the stonework, the stacked stone from upstairs. We have these granite countertops that have a wonderful patterning and check out that opalescent look there. I feel like I'm quoting a Taylor Swift song or something. I've got this here bar fridge. And then this is how much light is coming in from your lower level windows. So they're really daylight here, but at garden level, and it feels lighter and brighter in here than your average lower level. Huge space here. There was like a gigantic sectional here that, so this room can accommodate a ton of furniture. We have an electric fireplace like right here on the wall. It is totally flush, just kind of a sleek look. Storage underneath the staircase. And then they've put this luxury vinyl plank treatment on this wall. You're seeing this in some really cool like coffee shop, more commercial type settings, but we've got a spot for a flat screen TV to go up on the wall, clearly here with this outlet. And then there's more able to be fed from down here if you've got any additional wires that need to be fed down to, say an entertainment console down here or something. Another window there. And then we have here sliding door, very smooth gliding into this 3/4 bath. This is actually tiling, but looks like wood. So check out how pretty this countertop is. Super nice, brushed nickel hardware for the faucet. We've got the toilet here, and then we also have this 12 by 18 inch subway tile orientation, but done in vertical, which I think, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling, and they've actually bothered to put on a custom edging here, which is so much better than looking at grout. It just gives it a more finished, polished, intentional look. And also, I think drawing the eye up with the ceiling tile going, or the tile going all the way up to the ceiling rather. Really nice. And a really pretty hook for towel or bathrobe or what have you. So we're gonna head back this direction, and I'll show you that there is already a water conditioning system in place here. Large water heater, which is needed in this house. And this is the backside of that built-in electric fireplace, sump pit, battery backup for that. But yeah, just a really nice house. So I haven't mentioned this whole time, the price. The price is $549,900, and we are just hitting the market today. We actually already have a showing that's taking place here in about 35 minutes, so I need to get out of here to let them do that, but got all the lights on and everything's all ready to go here. So if you or anyone you know of is interested in this house, hurry and get out here, because the homes in this neighborhood do tend to sell rather quickly, and wouldn't want you to miss out. So yeah, any questions, give me a ring, 319-329-2679. If you're here because you're actually looking for yourself for a house, great. If you're here because you just like looking at houses, period, that's fine too. But thanks for tuning in. And yeah, you can find this online. It's 2812 Broken Woods Drive in Coralville. Have a good night, everybody.